Email marketing is the act of sending a commercial message, typically to a group of people, using email. In its broadest sense, every email sent to a potential or current customer could be considered email marketing. It usually involves using email to send advertisements, request business, or solicit sales or donations, and is meant to build loyalty, trust, or brand awareness. Marketing emails can be sent to a purchased lead list or a current customer database. The term usually refers to sending email messages with the purpose of enhancing a merchant's relationship with current or previous customers, encouraging customer loyalty and repeat business, acquiring new customers or convincing current customers to purchase something immediately, and sharing third-party ads. Email marketing is the act of sending a commercial message, typically to a group of people, using email. In its broadest sense, every email sent to a potential or current customer could be considered email marketing. It involves using email to send advertisements, request business, or solicit sales or donations. Email marketing strategies commonly seek to achieve one or more of three primary objectives: build loyalty, trust, or brand awareness. The term usually refers to sending email messages with the purpose of enhancing a merchant's relationship with current or previous customers, encouraging customer loyalty and repeat business, acquiring new customers or convincing current customers to purchase something immediately, and sharing third-party ads. Email marketing has evolved rapidly alongside the technological growth of the 21st century. Before this growth, when emails were novelties to most customers, email marketing was not as effective. In 1978, Gary Thwark of Digital Equipment Corporation, DEC, sent out the first mass email to approximately 400 potential clients via the Advanced Research Projects Agency Network, ARPANET. He claimed that this resulted in $13 million worth of sales of DEC products, and highlighted the potential of marketing through mass emails. However, as email marketing developed as an effective means of direct communication, in the 1990s, users increasingly began referring to it as spam and began blocking out content from emails with filters and blocking programs. To effectively communicate a message through email, marketers had to develop a way of pushing content through to the end user without being cut out by automatic filters and spam-removing software. Historically, it has not been easy to measure the effectiveness of marketing campaigns because target markets cannot be adequately defined. Email marketing carries the benefit of allowing marketers to identify returns on investment and measure and improve efficiency. Email marketing allows marketers to see users' feedback in real time and monitor how effective their campaign is in achieving market penetration, revealing a communication channel's scope. At the same time, however, it also means that the more personal nature of specific advertising methods, such as television advertisements, cannot be captured. Email marketing can be carried out through different types of emails. Transactional emails are usually triggered based on a customer's action with a company. To be qualified as transactional or relationship messages, these communications' primary purpose must be to facilitate, complete or confirm a commercial transaction that the recipient has previously agreed to enter into with the sender, along with a few other narrow definitions of transactional messaging. Triggered transactional messages include dropped basket messages, password reset emails, purchase or order confirmation emails, order status emails, reorder emails, and email receipts. The primary purpose of a transactional email is to convey information regarding the action that triggered it. But, due to their high open rates, 51.3% compared to 36.6% for email newsletters, transactional emails are an opportunity to introduce or extend the email relationship with customers or subscribers, to anticipate and answer questions, or to cross-sell or upsell products or services. Many email newsletter software vendors offer transactional email support, which gives companies the ability to include promotional messages within the body of transactional emails. There are also software vendors that offer specialized transactional email marketing services, which include providing targeted and personalized transactional email messages and running specific marketing campaigns, such as customer referral programs. Direct emails. Direct email involves sending an email solely to communicate a promotional message, for example, a special offer or a product catalog. Companies usually collect a list of customer or prospect email addresses to send direct promotional messages to, or they rent a list of email addresses from service companies. Comparison to traditional mail. There are both advantages and disadvantages to using email marketing in comparison to traditional advertising mail. Advantages. Email marketing is popular with companies for several reasons. Email marketing is significantly cheaper and faster than traditional mail, mainly because with email, most of the cost falls on the recipient. Email marketing platforms provide detailed analytics, allowing businesses to track open rates, click-through rates, and other important metrics to evaluate campaign performance. Automation tools make it easier to schedule and send emails at specific times or based on user actions, saving time and effort. Businesses and organizations who send a high volume of emails can use an ESP, email service provider, to gather information about the behavior of the recipients. The insights provided by consumer response to email marketing help businesses and organizations understand and make use of consumer behavior. Almost half of American Internet users check or send email on a typical day, with emails delivered between 1 a.m. and 5 a.m. local time outperforming those sent at other times in open and click rates. Disadvantages. As of mid-2016, email deliverability is still an issue for legitimate marketers. According to the report, legitimate email servers averaged a delivery rate of 73% in the US, 6% were filtered as spam, and 22% were missing. This lags behind other countries. Australia delivers at 90%, Canada at 89%, Britain at 88%, France at 84%, Germany at 80% and Brazil at 79%. Companies considering the use of an email marketing program must make sure that their program does not violate spam laws such as the United States Controlling the Assault of Non-Solicited Pornography and Marketing Act, CAN-SPAM, the European Privacy and Electronic Communications Regulations 2003, or their Internet Service Provider's Acceptable Use Policy. An overwhelming amount of commercial email or untargeted emails can be irritating to consumers. This irritation can lead to consumers unsubscribing from all messages or building a negative brand association. Untargeted emails lead to low click-through rate, hindering marketing campaign performance. Opt-in email advertising, or permission marketing, is advertising via email whereby the recipient of the advertisement has consented to receive it. A common example of permission marketing is a newsletter sent to an advertising firm's customers. Such newsletters inform customers of upcoming events or promotions, or new products. In this type of advertising, a company that wants to send a newsletter to their customers may ask them at the point of purchase if they would like to receive the newsletter. With a foundation of opted-in contact information stored in their database, marketers can send out promotional materials automatically using autoresponders known as drip marketing. They can also segment their promotions to specific market segments. The Australian Spam Act 2003 is enforced by the Australian Communications and Media Authority, widely known as ACMA. The Act defines the term unsolicited electronic messages, states how unsubscribe functions must work for commercial messages, and gives other key information. Fines range with 3 fines of $110,000 being issued to Virgin Blue Airlines, 2011, Tiger Airways Holdings Limited, 2012, and Cellar Master Wines Thai Limited, 2013. The Canada Anti-Spam Law, CASL, went into effect on July 1, 2014. CASL requires an explicit or implicit opt-in from users, and the maximum fines for non-compliance are $1 million for individuals and $10 million for businesses. In 2002, the European Union, EU, introduced the Directive on Privacy and Electronic Communications. Article 13 of the directive prohibits the use of personal email addresses for marketing purposes. The directive establishes the opt-in regime, where unsolicited emails may be sent only with the prior agreement of the recipient, This does not apply to business email addresses. The UK gives sole traders and members of unincorporated partnerships the same protection as private individuals. The directive has since been incorporated into the laws of member states. In the UK it is covered under the Privacy and Electronic Communications (EC) Directive, Regulations 2003 and applies to all organizations that send out marketing by some form of electronic communication. The GDPR in 2018 imposed a number of new requirements on companies that collect, store and process personal data from EU users, which impacts email marketers, in particular, users' right to access information held about them, and the right to have all such information deleted at their request. The CAN-SPAM Act of 2003 was passed by Congress as a direct response to the growing number of complaints over spam emails. Congress determined that the U.S. government was showing an increased interest in the regulation of commercial electronic mail nationally, that those who send commercial emails should not mislead recipients over the source or content of them, and that all recipients of such emails have a right to decline them. The act authorizes a $16,000 penalty per violation for spamming each individual recipient. However, it does not ban spam emailing outright, but imposes laws on using deceptive marketing methods through headings which are materially false or misleading. In addition, there are conditions that email marketers must meet in terms of their format, their content, and labeling. As a result, many commercial email marketers within the United States utilize a service or special software to ensure compliance with the Act. A variety of older systems exist that do not ensure compliance with the Act. To comply with the Act's regulation of commercial email, services also typically require users to authenticate their return address and include a valid physical address, provide a one-click unsubscribe feature, and prohibit importing lists of purchased addresses that may not have given valid permission. In addition to satisfying legal requirements, email service providers, ESPs, began to help customers establish and manage their own email marketing campaigns. The service providers supply email templates and general best practices, as well as methods for handling subscriptions and cancellations automatically. Some ESPs will provide insight and assistance with deliverability issues for major email providers. They also provide statistics about the number of messages received and opened, and whether the recipients clicked on any links within the messages. The CAN-SPAM Act was updated with some new regulations including a no-fee provision for opting out, further definition of sender, post office, or private mail boxes count as a valid physical postal address and definition of person. These new provisions went into effect on July 7, 2008. Marketing Email Service Provider, ESP, Comparison and Review. The top marketing email service provider needs to have a balance of its services to make it the best. The three marketing email service providers ESPs are Constant Contact, Weber, and Vertical Response. A Weber summary. Founded in 1998, Weber Communications helps small businesses automate email follow-up and newsletter delivery and has been a stalwart marketing email service provider since its inception. This small, 21-person, Newtown, Pennsylvania-based operation focuses on great customer support, providing their permission-based email marketing service. Pros: all-you-can-eat price model. Pay once a month and send as many emails as you like. Send too many though and your clients will start ignoring them. Simple, easy to use GUI. Good telephone support, fast to answer, knowledgeable people, and no outsourced India phone hell. Cons: your account is forced to use a unique list name that contains an aweber.com identifier. When your clients join your list, it welcomes them to an Aweber list name. This looks unprofessional to your clients, especially if you don't want them to know that you are using an email service provider, ESP, instead of running your own. This is especially bad if you decide to ever move to another service. This could, after all, be Aweber's master plan to stop you from moving. Email arrives at your client's desktop with an on behalf of message, e.g. your list name at aweber.com, on behalf of, offers at yoursite.com. Constant Contact Summary. With over 320 employees based in 2 locations, Waltham, Mass., and Loveland, Colorado, this behemoth in the marketing email service provider ESP industry has become the Ford factory of ESPs, providing email marketing solutions to small businesses. The general focus of this company is the much smaller business, with only 3% of their clients having over 100,000 contacts in their databases. Pros: all-you-can-eat pricing model. Pay once a month and send as many emails as you like. Too many and your client list will switch off. Good feature set, including some overlooked gems like the ability to send to all new contacts since email was last sent. Master stroke. Cons: complicated GUI, tries to pitch you a multitude of other useless constant contact products, when all you want is to send email to your client list. The single tech support team at Constant Contact tries to provide support for everything from mom and pop shops to large corporations, which is a poor fit for both. They treat everyone the same, which doesn't work for either end of the spectrum. In an email you cannot insert field data, like first name or last name. In text-based emails, this feature only works in HTML emails. What's worse is that it appears that the feature is available, but in actual use it fails in such a way that it damages your brand. They insert the wrong words into your text-based emails, making you look like a chump to your clients. Fred Smith will receive a text-based email that says, "Hi Frank Schmidt." At the time of writing, Constant Contact confirms that this is still a problem. Constant Contact forces their clients to include a Constant Contact logo at the bottom of every email. If you complain, they will remove, but it's the default for all customers. Support staff at this marketing email service provider can be arrogant, faceless, nameless human beings, who have little accountability for their own errors. When problems do arise, customers are forced to work through a level 2 person, who often doesn't understand the problem. They are the only ones allowed to talk with the other departments, like compliance, to get things resolved. Compliance department operate in an ivory tower and never speak to clients. The infamous problem of data loss continues to dog Constant Contact. The way it works is, if your account is put on list review, and you don't realize it, any contacts that are added during this time cannot be sent an email later, when everything is cleared up, through the Resend to Contact Added button. Constant Contact confirms that they have had this error on their list of to-dos for 7 years. Poor show. Facebook and Twitter integration tools, as well as the image hosting tools, are poorly designed and fail to provide clients with what they actually need. Some development and support is outsourced to India, resulting in lower costs for the company, but lower quality for the client. Conclusion: Constant Contact has a powerful technical ESP solution that has a few unresolved glitches. The ESP portion of their solution would be more compelling if they could stop peddling their other services like online surveys and event marketing at every opportunity. The Constant Contact solution is perfect for a computer novice, or even a starter small business who won't realize that Constant Contact system malfunctions are damaging their brand. Vertical Response Summary. Based in San Francisco, CA, this West Coast marketing email service provider startup boasts many accolades for its 50-plus employees. Vertical Response provides many other services other than ESP, but they are known that their permission-based email marketing service is their bread and butter. Pros: reliable. Easy to port data into their system. Cons: expensive. No all-you-can-eat program. Poor interface, difficult to use. Conclusion: Vertical Response is a potential solution for your marketing email requirements, and it is a decent marketing email service provider, provided you do not intend to bring vast amounts of contact data over. #Constant Contact #Vertical Response #Augur. Comparison to traditional mail. There are both advantages and disadvantages to using email marketing in comparison to traditional advertising mail. Advantages: email marketing is popular with companies for several reasons. Email marketing is significantly cheaper and faster than traditional mail, mainly because with email, most of the cost falls on the recipient citation needed. Businesses and organizations who send a high volume of emails can use an ESP, email service provider, to gather information about the behavior of the recipients. The insights provided by consumer response to email marketing help businesses and organizations understand and make use of consumer behavior citation needed. Almost half of American Internet users check or send email on a typical day, with emails delivered between 1 a.m. and 5 a.m. local time outperforming those sent at other times in open and click rates. Disadvantages. As of mid-2016, email deliverability is still an issue for legitimate marketers. According to the report, legitimate email servers averaged a delivery rate of 73% in the US, 6% were filtered as spam, and 22% were missing. This lags behind other countries. Australia delivers at 90%, Canada at 89%, Britain at 88%, France at 84%, Germany at 80% and Brazil at 79%. Additionally, consumers receive on average about 90 emails per day. Companies considering the use of an email marketing program must make sure that their program does not violate spam laws such as the United States Controlling the Assault of Non-Solicited Pornography and Marketing Act, CAN-SPAM, the European Privacy and Electronic Communications Regulations 2003, or their Internet Service Provider's Acceptable Use Policy. Thank you for watching this video.